Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If your goal is fat loss or weight loss, these are 6 things you need to stop doing ASAP. My name is Marilyn. I'm a fitness and nutrition coach, and I help simplify fitness and nutrition for women. I'm here to help you build a body that you love, achieve self-confidence, all without restrictive dieting. Today, we're going to dive into the 6 things you need to stop doing right now to reach your fitness goals. Let's get started. Number 1 is stop using the wrong coffee creamer. Okay, so maybe you're not drinking the sugary coffee from Starbucks anymore, and maybe you're making better choices instead of starting your day with a pan dulce and a coffee, but that doesn't mean that the creamer you are choosing at home isn't causing damage in your progress. Most coffee creamers have 20 to 25 grams of sugar, and the recommended daily limit for us women is just 24 grams. That means your morning cup of coffee could be maxing out your sugar intake before the day even starts. No. There are so many sugar-free options that will save you so many calories, but honestly, they're not the best choice. They're filled with artificial ingredients, they have chemicals in them, and your body really doesn't need that. Instead, try switching to a collagen or a splash of half and half. Yes, half and half does have calories, but it's just one real ingredient and doesn't have any added sugar. Just don't overdo it. Some other alternatives include almond milk or oat milk. If you absolutely need a coffee creamer, look for one that has minimal ingredients and has less than 5 grams of sugar per serving, and always make sure that you're measuring out your servings. My personal favorite is collagen. I love putting collagen in my coffee. I also use it in matcha, and it mixes very well with both iced coffee or hot coffee. It comes in many different flavors, so if you're craving a caramel macchiato, then you just buy a collagen that is salted caramel flavored, you put it in, you can add a little tiny bit of half and half in there to make it a little bit creamier, or you can add some almond milk, whatever works for you, but you can make a really delicious coffee at home with a lot less sugar. So make sure that you're paying attention to what type of creamer you are buying and putting in your coffee on a daily basis. Number 2, stop eating most cereals. I want to be real with you guys because I'm a coach and I want to help you build a body that you love. But most cereals are just not good for you. They're loaded with added sugars and offer very little nutrition. If you're absolutely craving cereal, choose one that's high in protein and low in sugar. Something that I've seen people do is add a scoop of protein to whatever cereal they're eating, so now it increases the protein amount and the nutritional value in your cereal. Remember that these types of cravings, they're actually not going to last forever, and they do subside if you take action. So instead of ignoring them and binging on cereal later on, you want to make sure that you acknowledge the craving and you find a healthier alternative so that way you can enjoy it and move on. I don't really eat cereal because I don't have self-control when it comes to it. I used to buy the Honey Nut Cheerios, those were always my favorite, and I would pour a bowl of cereal and I would eat it, and then I'd have some milk left over, so then I'd pour in more cereal so I don't have to drink the milk by itself. And then my cereal would be dry because there wasn't enough milk in it, so then I would pour more milk in it, and it was just an endless cycle. By the time I was done, I probably ate half the box of Honey Nut Cheerios. Don't do that. Just make sure you're fueling throughout the day so that it can fill you up and you can be happy, move on, and that's it. Number 3, stop mindlessly eating chips. So chips are one of those foods where it's so easy to lose control. Honestly, I used to have chips like 2 times a week when I'd make like burritos, or we would make a carne asada at home. And I would just put them out on the counter and everybody would just go to town on these chips with salsa, maybe some guac. And by the time we're done, you don't even realize you just ate 8 tortillas and you haven't even started your full meal. How many extra calories is that in just tortilla chips when you're trying to lose weight or lose fat? Like, it's not gonna help your goals. So instead of mindlessly eating chips throughout the day, and this also goes with like a bag of Doritos, like you can't just eat one. And there is scientific research that the people who make Doritos, they make them so that you do not only eat one. Like, they want you to pick up a second one and a third because it becomes an addiction. Whatever they put in these Doritos, whatever they put in these Lay's, like the purpose of it is not so that you can just eat one and put it down. So if you are mindlessly eating chips throughout the day, it's going to add up big time in calories and in fat. So instead, there's plenty of protein chips out there that you can choose from. Two that I like are Quest chips and Legendary chips, and they come in an individual 1-serving bag so you can eat the entire bag. And another thing that I used to have my clients do is if they absolutely love like Cheetos or Doritos or Lay's, you would buy the really mini size bag and you would incorporate it with your dinner or with your lunch or whatever meal that you're eating. So that way now you're eating a small bag of chips that's about 100 or so calories, but you're incorporating it with a whole food meal. So now you have 30 to 40 grams of protein, your veggies, your carbs, and this is a little treat that you're combining with your meal if you absolutely need those types of chips, or you can make it work into your calories and macros as long as you're not mindlessly eating chips from the pantry where you're grabbing a handful here, grabbing a handful there, eating them as a snack and not really having any intention. That is when it becomes an issue. So stop mindlessly eating chips. Number 4, stop snacking late at night. Give yourself a cutoff time before bed. If it's dinner time, sure, go ahead and eat, but don't start raiding the pantry. That late night snack usually turns into something sugary and high calorie. If it's unplanned, it doesn't fit in your program. So instead, make sure that you're eating enough throughout the day so that you don't feel tempted to raid the pantry at nighttime. Usually when we raid the pantry, it's because we did not fuel ourselves properly throughout the day. Not only is this late night snacking hurting your progress, but it's also going to affect your sleep. And when our sleep is affected, we get poor sleep, it raises cortisol, which can stall fat loss and leave you waking up feeling bloated and discouraged. Discouraged why? Because when you go and wake up in the morning, you're going to be tempted to weigh yourself and you're going to be 5 pounds heavier because you're retaining water, you had a lot of sodium, and then you're going to feel like, oh, this isn't working for me, and there you are. You're discouraged, you don't want to do it anymore. If this does happen to you, if you do break the pantry at night, you wake up feeling bloated and you weigh more, move on, let it go, drink plenty of water that day, get some movement in, and keep going. Number 5. Stop believing protein bars are healthy. I love a good protein bar, but so many of these protein bars out there are basically candy bars disguised as something healthy. They're loaded with sugar and calories. So here's a tip for you on finding a good protein bar. Take the grams of protein and multiply them by 10. Whatever that total number is, if it's close to the number of calories on the label, then it's a good bar. If it's not even close, the calories are way higher than what times 10 is, then that is probably not the best option for your goals. Some good options are Barabells, Fulfill, Power Crunch. These are solid choices. I really enjoy these bars, but they do have some added ingredients. So look at the ingredients, what do you want to stay away from, and make your choices based on that. Lastly, number 6, frozen yogurt. Just because there's yogurt in the name doesn't mean it's healthy. Froyo from places like Menchie's, Yogurtland, Golden Spoon, it's basically just ice cream with a healthy halo. Add all the toppings and you basically have a sugar bomb with 0 protein and hundreds of extra calories. Here's a better alternative for you. Make your own protein ice cream at home. There's a Ninja, if you have a Ninja Creamy, these have blown up in the past year. There's so many healthy recipes out there and they look really fun to make. If you don't have a Ninja Creamy, do something that I used to do. What I used to do is I used to take some Greek yogurt, mix some protein in it, put it in the freezer, leave it for a few hours, and then once it's frozen, I take it out, crush it up, I'll put some fruit in there or crush a Oreo in, and there you go. You have a healthy ice cream alternative that hits the spot. Pick one thing to change this week and build from there. Your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe for more tips. See you in the next one.